Russell Brunson started ClickFunnels and grew it to over $100 million a year in just 3 years. In fact, he's now sold over $1 billion, and chances are 9 out of 10 marketers that you learn from have actually learned from him. He's like the guru of gurus, and he's a absolute master at sales and marketing. In this book, he breaks down exactly the secret to how he scaled his company so quickly. And I've read dozens and dozens of videos, and this one actually stands out as one of my all-time favorites. And when I opened it, I wasn't planning on reading it, but I just read the first page and I couldn't stop reading, so I ended up reading it in just one afternoon. I thought I knew most of his funnel and his business and how it was all structured, but it turns out that the missing piece that he mentions in the title of this book was actually unknown, and I think a lot of people are not aware, and if they were aware of how he did it, it would actually help them grow their business a lot. So in this video, I'm going to break it down, but try to generalize it so that it applies to your business and not just softwares or school communities. So let's get started. So the book actually touches upon a bunch of different concepts and funnels that only apply to his business specifically, or people who are in the information selling industry. But I'm gonna skip a lot of those and I'm gonna broaden it so that it applies to most businesses or other types of businesses as well. So what I'm going to focus on is actually these two concepts right here: the value ladder and the continuity. The continuity is actually the thing that makes this book and his business what it is. And it is basically a service, a product, whatever, that pays you every single month. Every business is chasing this continuity because it really helps with your business's stability, and it even helps with its valuation, and if you want to sell it, and just basically it's what makes your business grow substantially more. But what makes him different is that he feeds into this continuity with the value ladder. What do I mean by this? These two elements on their own are good, but what really makes ClickFunnels stand out is the fact that he's mixing them together. So I'm going to give you an example, first of all, of just continuity. An example of just continuity would be Netflix. Netflix takes ads, they run ads on TV, on social media, whatever, and then they send people over to Netflix for a free trial. So basically, the funnel is very simple. It's just ads, and then to a free trial. And then that's it. That's the whole funnel. And then while you'll figure out is that gets pretty expensive, but for a lot of people, it works. This could be insurance. This could be, again, Netflix, Spotify, a lot of different industries. This is what they do. Now, on the other hand, what a lot of info marketers do, and what a lot of course sellers or a lot of people who make money online do, is they have what is called a value ladder. That is a concept that Russell Brunson also popularized. And what does that look like? It looks like this. We have a lower ticket product. We're going to say low ticket. This is going to be $27. This could be like a book, or it's a lot of times like the free book plus shipping, that model right there, that's usually $10 or $20. Then from then you'll usually get upsold to a mid ticket. We're just going to call it mid ticket. Let's say this one is $297, and then we're going to have a high ticket product. Of course, these prices will vary depending on the industry, but we're just going to call it $29.97. And then what happens is when someone buys this product right here, people get upsold to mid-ticket and then high ticket. So this is extremely powerful because most traditional business, they will run ads to their low ticket or just to their high ticket and call it a day. Some of them are profitable, some of them are not. But what makes a lot of info marketers different is that they start you with this and then they upsell you and they upsell you until you have this going on. And then on the other hand, we have businesses that are just ads straight to the continuity. So both of these models work, but what this book is about mixing them together so that one fuels the other. What does this look like? Let's say that you put $10 to get a lead. These are, of course, all made up numbers. It costs you $10 to acquire this customer. In this case, this customer will make you, on average, let's say not everyone buys the high ticket, of course, and not everyone buys this. So let's say that, for example, for every $10, each client gets us, on average, we're going to say 100. It gets us 100. So a lot of people would just put $10 in, get $10 out, which this is great, and then they would just make their money from that. And that's the money that they would use to cash out, to fund their lifestyle, whatever it might be. But in this case, what he does is he takes those $100 and then he puts it right back into ads, all of it right back into ads. And why does he do that? He does that because all of these different products get people to use ClickFunnels. That is the big missing piece that most businesses are not doing. So all of these different funnels, all of these different programs get people to use the continuity. So I'm going to call it continuity. So in this case, it's ClickFunnels. So basically, this goes here, this goes here, and this goes here. This is true for the free book, .com Secrets, for example. This is true for a lot of different courses, and this is true for the coaching programs as well. All of them get people to use ClickFunnels. So basically, and then ClickFunnels is $100 a month. So now this client, instead of being worth 100 in the long run, is worth thousands of dollars because they stay subscribed to the software. And so instead of just sending people straight to the free trial, they send people to this funnel right here. And then that funnel, instead of costing them money to acquire a client, it makes them money to acquire a client. And then that's a huge difference. For example, Netflix, to acquire a customer, let's say cost them $100. It is costing them money to acquire a customer. It costs them money, so they have less money. But with ClickFunnels, it makes them money to acquire a customer, and then they take all of that extra money and put it back into ads to run it even faster and faster and faster. And this creates the snowball effect that most businesses wish of having. And so he gets into more details of like the specific funnels, the specific offers. But in this case, I'm going to assume you have a different kind of business. So the idea that you can try to apply to your business is just try to develop a continuity program and then have your offers send clients to that. I'll give you an example. I have a friend who's a dentist. He makes most of his sales to people whitening their teeth. But he actually has a prevention plan. It's similar to insurance, but it's actually better because it's aligned so that he's incentivized to keep people healthy. And that is a monthly recurring payment that people make. And now, instead of just taking those people who come just from the teeth whitening, he also drives them to that prevention plan, and he can take the profit from those white teething services and put that money right back into ads to drive the continuity more and more and more and more. So that's an example for a dentist. In my case, as a web designer, I can drive that to hosting, I can drive that to maintenance, and I can drive that to SEO services. For your service, it could be something different. But the important thing is that with a little bit of creativity, most businesses can have a monthly recurring service. Even if it's just a membership or a club. I've heard of plumbers who have a monthly VIP subscription, which allows people to get discounts on priority service. So if a plumber can do it, a dentist can do it, then you probably can do it as well. Oh, and one pro tip that I thought was genius is the way that you can connect your one-time offers to your continuity. And the way you do that, the way that he does it, is you include a certain amount of months of your continuity in your mid-ticket offers and in your high-ticket offers. What do I mean by this? If you have a $600 product, you can include 3 months of your continuity as a bonus of that offer or as part of the value stack. This way, people buy that product, they start using your continuity, they get used to it, and then they stay subscribed after those 3 months are done. And then for your higher ticket offers, if you have good profit margins, you can include even more months of the same service. So for example, in the case of the dentist, if it's teeth whitening, it could be 3 months of the prevention plan, but if it's, let's say, implants that are more expensive, then he could include up to a year. And this is a great way of connecting the two and get people hooked and used to the continuity so that they will stay with it after that period is done. In summary, the main lesson is instead of having just a continuity or just one-time offers, you can take the profits from your one-time offers, put the money right back into ads so that it all fuels your continuity, and that will allow you to have a more steady income and a more sellable business. Anyways, I hope that was useful, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.